Hey guys, I'm Aaron from Granite Fitness. Today I just wanted to kind of talk about like celebrity, like movie transformations, like body transformations that Hollywood celebrities get, particularly the guys for playing like superhero roles and action movie roles. So we're talking, like Chris Hemsworth in Thor, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, Butler in 300, Christian Bale as Batman. Those sort of, really radical, massive transformations that they apparently get in a short period of time. This kind of came about because I was watching a video on YouTube the other day, and it was, I believe, Chris Hemsworth's trainer for when he was in Thor. And they were going on about, how he was, eating chicken, rice and broccoli every day, and he was training, like 6, 7 days a week, sometimes doing, 4 or 5 hours of training a day, and that he managed to put on 20 to 25 pounds of pure muscle in 6 months. And that's kind of the point where I sort of like switched off. And the main reason is because this guy on this video was basically putting out this idea that just by working hard, eating really well, and having the right kind of advice, that people are going to be able to go out there and smash on, 20, 25 pounds. That's what, 10, 12 kilos of muscle in like 4 to 6 months. It's just completely unrealistic. It's total bullshit. The problem with whenever these guys appear on on the silver screen with these like massively hulked up bodies that they've achieved over like these short periods, like guys go nuts. Guys will be heading out to the gym and trying to get that body, and Men's Fitness is gonna put out an article of the a workout that this like actor did that they actually didn't do. Supplement companies are going to be saying, hey, he took our supplements and he got this body by taking all this. Whereas actually the real truth is that 90% of the time these guys are on steroids. And that's something that you don't get told about. And in a way, that's fair enough. It's illegal for a start, so actors and film studios don't want people to know. Plus it kind of it'll eliminate some of the mystery and the awe of the spectacle if you know that they've kind of cheated to get up to where they are. Now, I'm not saying that these guys don't work hard, and I'm not saying that the physiques they have are not attainable. They are. They're attainable by a lot of people, but the amount of effort you put in, your diet, your training, and of course your genetics plays a really big factor in whether you would actually ever be able to look like that. And it is achievable, but for a lot of people it's going to be achievable over a significantly longer period of time. To put it into perspective, someone who's brand new to training, if they were doing really well, would probably put on half a pound of muscle in a week. Maybe if you're doing really well, you'd put on a pound of muscle in a month. But after sort of 6 months to a year, that really starts to slow down. And if you're someone who's been training for 1, 2, 3, 4 or more years, you'll be lucky if you can put on 3 or 4 pounds of good muscle in a year with all the effort that you put in. So when you hear stories of people putting on 20, 25 pounds of muscle in 4 to 6 months, the alarm bells have to start ringing. If you take someone, say for example like Hugh Jackman. Now I'm not going to accuse Hugh Jackman of taking steroids point blank in this video, but when he was in the first Wolverine movie, he was in his early 30s. He was about 31, 32 years old, my age. Then by the time he did like the last ones, where he's absolutely massive and he's gained 30, 40 pounds of muscle, he's 48 years old now. So putting on 30 to 40 pounds of muscle whilst also being shredded, but also having played other movie roles where he's got skinnier and smaller between all that, it's just not possible naturally. And I can attest to that because I haven't even put on 30 to 40 pounds of muscle in my entire life. I've been training for 17 years naturally. The kind of things to be aware of when people are saying that they trained, for 3, 4, 5 hours a day, they're doing weights, but they're also doing conditioning work. I mean, that's the kind of level of work that would crush even like an elite level athlete, especially if you're doing that 6 or 7 days a week. And then you'll have guys saying that they were pounding 5,000 to 6,000 calories a day, yet somehow they still manage to stay relatively lean. I guarantee you, if you were trying to work out 5-6 times a week, and you're taking 5,000-6,000 calories a day, you would end up overtrained and fat. Again, I can attest to that. Last year, I was training hard. I was working out 5-6 days a week, lifting weights, as hard and heavy as I could, and I was eating around 4,000 calories a day, and I got fat. I bulked up to 95 kilos. I've never been so soft and chubby in all my life. Look back over like my old videos from even 4 or 5 months ago, and you'll see how much bigger I am than now. If I was putting on another 1,000, 1,500 calories on top of that, I would have just been like, no matter how hard I trained. So that's the kind of thing that kind of bugs me the most about all this, is that the steroids will allow you to put on more muscle, but it'll also allow you to stay leaner and to be able to handle the food and handle the load of the exercise you're doing a lot better. So this video isn't obviously meant to be an attack on people who have taken steroids, or an accusation or attack on any of these celebrities who have potentially taken steroids. I love all these guys. I love these movies, Marvel movies, action movies, comic book stuff is, what I love. I love these films, but it's really just to make you people out there aware that when you see that physique up on the screen and you think, oh, I want to look like that, you need to realize, for the most part, how and why a lot of those guys look like that, and that is performance enhancing drugs. Some of them, not always. There are plenty of celebs out there who have always kept in really good shape. Guys like, say, Jason Statham, Mark Wahlberg. They've always had great physiques for years, like decades now. They've looked great. So if they kind of bulk up a little bit or get that little bit tighter, the chances are that's natural, because they've got more attainable physiques. But for a lot of these guys, in very short periods of time, it's not real.